Lumber is speaking exclusively to ABC7. Her son's babysitter, Ernest Love, is charged with murder and torture. Orange County reporter David Gonzalez has the heartbreaking story.
I was genuinely blindsided. I trusted him with my son.
Charlene Sefour's heart is crushed, knowing the person she believed would take care of her son, Chance Crawford, instead caused him unimaginable pain.
He died a brutal death. It's brutal. He did not deserve to go out that way.
Yes. You did that, man. See that? There's gonna be a lot of stuff you're scared of, but it don't matter. You gotta push through it.
Okay.
This is one of the many videos Ernest Lamar Love sent to Chance's mom anytime he babysat.
He came in my son's life just as a male figure. He taught him things. He helped him overcome certain fears that my son had.
But on August 30th, Sefour's life began to crumble after she dropped Chance off at Love's barbershop in Placentia before heading off to work at St. Joseph's Hospital. Later that night, Love called to tell her he was rushing Chance to the hospital.
He did tell me that he was doing jumping jacks. He had him working out and he fell and hit his head. And that's what's hard for me because I believed him when he told me.
I just gotta stop this for a second just to put my 2 cents in it. It's hurtful to hear her story and to hear her cry as a mother, as a person. That was an innocent baby. That was a little boy that did not deserve any of that. But what hurts me more too, as she just said, she believed him. She trusted him. He helped her. So what I'm not understanding, this man is supposed to be some type of pillar of the community at one point. I mean, it further goes on. I'm going to play the video in a second. But they state that he was some type of pastor or something, or bishop or something of that nature of a church. And so I'm quite sure her leaving her son with him, most women is not going to just sit and leave their kids with anybody. And if you really pay attention to a lot of these women that this stuff happens to with their children, a lot of them, they're working and working hard too. Hard. I'm not excusing, I'm not saying that they should not work hard to provide for themselves and their children or child. But it leads me to say, where was the father, right? Why is all this responsibility on her? And it leads me to say, like I see it. This world, and within the black community in particular, women don't have no support when they have their children. So either you're going to leave that child by itself, or you're just going to trust in somebody to watch that child. And they're the exact ones that could be the predator. But when something happens, make no mistake about it, they're going to blame the mother. They're going to look at it and say, why didn't you know better? Why was he here? Why did you have him? And this is not even a man she was having a relationship with. As far as he was just a good friend, so she thought. Until he decided one day to show a whole nother face. And there was nothing that she can do about it. She wasn't aware of that. Let's just continue on listening.
Prosecutors say Love had beat the 6-year-old with a piece of lumber for wetting his pants at a park, then poured hydrogen peroxide on the open wounds and forced him to exercise until he collapsed.
So, this child was beat to death because he pottied on himself. And I'm assuming that this man that was watching him, that was supposed to be so upstanding, so considerate, so loving, so gentle, so kind, so sweet, he turns around and turns on him and just beat the hell out the child and kill him. So I'm not understanding this.
How could you do this to a child? Like, it doesn't warrant what happened.
Love, who went by Azariah, was part of Amazing Church in Lake Elsinore as a minister and prophet.
He did the right things. He helped people move. He, He helped give advice, like he's, helped people, start businesses.
But he had been suspended from his roles due to inappropriate behavior with women. They never suspected he would be capable of doing what he's accused.
Again, that's what they say. They never expect it. So no one expects this. I don't know where the degenerate mindset will come in. It's very rare that a woman would sit and know this and allow it. And even if that is the case, where's the community at? Where's the community? Where's the community at that would, and I thought this was a part of the community. Where was these people at that would put a stop to this? Where was those people? Where was those people at? Because they claim it takes a village. I wouldn't want this village. I mean, not even knowing what's going to happen. This is the type of stuff that you just have to anticipate and expect. So this is why my attitude just goes to, and I know it may sound but when you come from an environment like that, or when you see that happen in your environment and you see it happen more than once, it's like a regular occurrence. But the one that's left holding the bag, it's like you a baby mama and you single or you young and you dumb, or you get out there and you just get snatched off the street and you're left holding that bag. You're left holding all those emotional pieces, all those emotional, tears and scars from someone attacking you on the street and raping you or whatever the case may be. You're left to pick up these bags. So it's not a community thing. It's a community problem. And it's a trust issue in the community. You can't trust these people. You can't trust anybody, but let alone the people that's right directly around you and that look like you within the black community. They will be the first ones telling you they have your back. I will not hurt you. This is why you shouldn't do this. This is why you shouldn't leave here. This is why. But they'll be the main ones to sit and do these things to you, and then make it out to be that this is your fault that this happened.
We poured so much into him, and he failed us. He failed us. He failed our faith. He failed us. He failed Charlene.
Most importantly, they say he failed Chance. Chance died on Tuesday after being declared brain dead and taken off life support.
I want justice for my son because he did not deserve that.
This is just an absolutely heartbreaking story. Now Chance's mother is urging other single mothers out there to be extra vigilant as to who watches their children so something like this never ever happens to them.
Hello, I'm Mark.
Well, what I like to say about this story, she's absolutely right. And to end this is why I advocate more for staying home with your own child at any means necessary. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother video. But no one's born with silver spoons. A lot of people, I'm not saying no one. No, there's plenty of people that are born with silver spoons in their mouths. But for the average black woman or average black young girl and male boy, they're not born with silver spoons in their mouths. So you have to figure out a way and stay home with your own kids.